through tempests that lashed like 1,000 whispers, and nights that stretched like an endless abyss. 2Diem's resolve remained unbroken, a flame that flickered but never faltered. She traversed the labyrinth of hardship, her feet worn, her soul weary, yet her heart afire with a singular purpose. And then, like the first light of dawn, she arrived at the threshold of Mr. Two's doorstep, a haven of solace and refuge, where the shadows of her past would soon yield to the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Warmest aloha, dear friends. Wishing you all a heart full of joy and a spirit that remains unbroken, no matter what life may bring. May your day be filled with love, hope, and the promise of new beginnings. After a long, heartbreaking, and somewhat endless plight, 2Diem's arduous journey took an unexpected turn when a kind-hearted lady on a motorbike chanced upon her walking alone in the dark night. The lady, sympathizing with 2Diem's ordeal, offered her a lift. And fortunately, she was heading to the same village where Mr. Two's residence was located. As they rode through the quiet, moonlit streets, the lady's smile and gentle inquiries about 2Diem's well-being provided a comforting respite from the chill of the night. Without hesitation, she dropped 2Diem right at Mr. Two's doorstep. Familiar with the place as she regularly purchased farm supplies from them. Upon arrival, the house was enveloped in darkness, the gates closed, and the windows quiet, indicating that Mr. Two and his mother had already retired for the night. The lady, noticing 2Diem's predicament, made another kind gesture, offering her own home as a refuge for the night, citing the cold weather and the late hour. 2Diem was deeply grateful for the lady's kindness, feeling that she had already done more than enough to help her, and it would be too much to accept her offer. She politely declined, determined to wait for Mr. Two. The lady, understanding of her decision, nodded with approval, handing 2Diem a gentle smile before bidding farewell and disappearing into the darkness. True to her nature, 2Diem settled for the night outside the gate, a familiar scenario for her, and slept with a heart full of gratitude and a mind at peace, knowing she had reached the threshold of her destination. The distant chirping of crickets lulled her into a peaceful slumber, her weary heart buoyed by the kindness of strangers and the promise of a new beginning. Meanwhile, Tone was finally able to rise from his prolonged slumber, stretching his weary limbs as he took in his surroundings. The days of rest had done him some good, and although he still grappled with frequent headaches, he had gradually regained his energy and strength. Eager to make himself useful, he decided to accompany Grandma to the farm, where he could help with the chores and begin to rebuild his physical stamina. As they worked together in the fields, Tone couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. His memory, still shrouded in a thick fog, refused to yield its secrets, leaving him with more questions than answers. Yet, as he labored alongside Grandma, fragments of images began to flash in his mind, like fleeting glimpses of a forgotten dream. One moment stood out in stark clarity. A brutal assault, a figure looming over him, a hard blow to the back of his head. The memory was hazy, but the fear and pain lingered, etched in his mind like a scar. The flashback left Tone shaken, but Grandma's gentle presence kept him grounded. Her understanding eyes and warm smile reassured him that he was safe, and that he should focus on recovering, reminding him to take it easy as his memory will gradually return. He asked Grandma if he could stay with her for a while, worried that the landlord might not allow him to stay in the house. But Grandma was quick to ease his worries, insisting that he had nothing to worry about, and that he could stay with her until he was well and had regained his memory. Touched by her kindness, Tone promised Grandma that he would do everything in his power to help her with the farm work, and would also try to find ways to earn a bit of money to contribute to their expenses. Grandma's face lit up with a warm expression, and she patted his hand, her eyes shining with gratitude. After what felt like an eternity of stagnant episodes, this latest installment marks a seismic shift in the narrative, breathing new life into the story. As both main characters, Tone and Diem, begin to forge ahead on their respective paths, the momentum is palpable. Tone's road to recovery is not just physical, but emotional, as he starts to regain awareness of his surroundings and rekindle a sense of purpose. This newfound hope is infectious, casting a warm glow over the entire narrative. Meanwhile, Diem's arrival at Mr. Two's residence serves as a poignant homecoming, a return to a place where she was previously welcomed with open arms. As she takes her first steps back into this familiar environment, it's impossible not to feel a sense of relief and anticipation. The developments in the storyline have finally brought Diem back to a place of comfort and safety. As the dust settles, Diem's quiet entrance into the sleeping household sets the stage for a poignant reunion with Mr. Two and his mother, one that will undoubtedly unravel a tangled web of emotions, secrets, and unmet desires. We're left wondering, what's next? How will their lives intersect? What other secrets will be revealed? The tantalizing prospect of what's to come has us hooked, eager to devour the next episode and unravel the tangled threads of their lives. Life indeed has a way of taking us on unexpected journeys, testing our strength and pushing us to our limits. In a world where uncertainty and chaos often reign, it's easy to lose faith. Meanness and hardship can wear us down, making it hard to see the good in humanity. But it's in these dark moments that we discover our greatest strengths and the kindness of strangers. As Tone and Diem's lives continue to converge, their stories remind us that hope, resilience, and compassion can be our guiding lights. Despite the darkness, their journeys inspire us to hold on to the goodness in people and to trust that every encounter has the power to transform us. There are people we meet along the way that become our greatest treasures, helping us find our way and reminding us that we're not alone in this struggle. May their stories continue to inspire us to approach each other with empathy, kindness, and understanding, and to recognize that our shared humanity is the greatest gift of all. Share your thoughts. Feel free to leave your comments below with your theories and predictions.